the heartache and the pain of one of your own being in that situation is devastating.
She came into work on January 20th. She has yet to leave. Tonight, we're learning a lot more about the nurse who was crushed in an elevator accident at JPS Hospital. That nurse, in fact, remains in the ICU tonight. Her lawyer says they do plan to sue. Meanwhile, the hospital is addressing safety concerns raised by a CBS 11 investigation.
Our Marianne Martinez is live at JPS in Fort Worth with what we're learning tonight. Marianne?
Well, Gilma, our own investigation detailing at least 51 times that people were stuck in elevators here at JPS in the last 12 months. Now, JPS says it has done its best to address those issues and have the elevator company come in and fix it, but it's in a contract with this company that prevents them from having someone else come in and do the work. A mother of two who did mission work. JPS nurse Karen Stratford is still alive after being crushed between the 10th and 11th floor by an elevator at JPS on January 20th.
She put her right foot in that elevator, and as she did, that elevator continued to go up. It knocked her off balance and then caused her to have that elevator continue to rise, and she'd be crushed in the corner of that elevator.
The 56-year-old has been in ICU at JPS since then, suffering brain damage, seizures, internal injuries, and undergoing multiple surgeries. JPS says the blame is with ThyssenKrupp, the elevator company. The company telling us, as we have just received the details surrounding her tragic accident, it wouldn't be appropriate to provide further comment until we have had a chance to review and better understand what happened on January 20th, 2019. Our own investigation showing that elevator trapped people at least 5 other times in the past year. Service records showing it was inspected several days in May and then again in August of 2018. Aside from that particular elevator, other elevators at JPS were riddled with problems, from violently shaking to doors opening while elevators were moving. The records show at least 51 other times when people were trapped at JPS elevators.
I can't tell you how difficult it is when I walk into work and there's 6 elevators that are inoperable after they've been reviewed for their safety. And there's 6 elevators that are inoperable when I walk in at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I leave at 7 o'clock at night, and now I have 8 elevators that are inoperable.
And Doug and Gilma, we do know that ThyssenKrupp checked all of the elevators here at JPS twice in the days after the nurse was crushed. But JPS says just a few days after that, they continue to have issues with all of the elevators. Now tonight, elevator 29, which is the one that crushed the nurse, is out of service, and a handful of other elevators out of service here today as we speak at JPS. Reporting live from Fort Worth, Marianne Martinez, CBS 11 News.
Marianne, thank you. Our CBS 11 I-team also found that from January 2018 to January 2019, hundreds of calls of service were made for elevators at JPS. The calls range from entrapment to doors closing too fast to missing parts, jerking elevators, and doors closing on people. In one instance in December, the report says an elevator closed too soon, separating a mother from her children. It took them about 5 minutes to reunite. And as we learn more about this story, we're going to share it with you. You can find any new developments on CBSDFW.com and, of course, on our social media pages.